Okay, so I've been asked how I got involved in Iyengar yoga. I think I was 25 at the time, and I'd done a lot of sports and physical activities as a teenager and a young adult. Mountain climbing, a lot of swimming. I'd been on a swimming team, judo, fencing, lots of things like that, cycling. And from what I heard of yoga, I thought it was a lazy excuse for exercise, something for rather effeminate men and women to do, not for any real men to do. But to prove that, I went to a yoga class to gather evidence. And it happened to be a yoga class in our Buddhist center in London. And it was Iyengar yoga, and it was an extremely good teacher. And almost all the other people were of my age, in their 20s or early 30s. And I just found the class fantastic, in spite of my prejudices against it to start with. So I thought, well, this is the most scientific form of exercise I've ever encountered. So you're not just using muscles, you're extending them. And when it came to Shavasana, I just blissed out. So my only question was, when's the next class I can go to? So the problem with that class is I had to leave work early to get to it. But I discovered there was a class on the weekend as well. So I just started to go to classes and went around to other classes and then discovered there are other kinds of yoga and they did not interest me. So I didn't go to many other types of yoga. I just had enough to do with Iyengar yoga. And I heard about my teacher's teachers, one of whom was Sylvan Mehta, whose book is quite well known, Yoga the Iyengar Way, and other people. There weren't that many people very experienced in Iyengar yoga in the West, so you tended to encounter them. And it took me maybe a year to start a daily practice, and that was just about 25 minutes a day. And in retrospect, it was a very good practice. I just would do like one warm-up, 5 standing poses, Paschimottanasana, and then Shavasana. And that was a very, very good way to get started. And a few years later, I started to do longer practices. And my teacher, Lokamitra, encouraged me to train in Iyengar yoga. But that's how I started.